In this tutorial, I will explain how to draw the development of a cone using radial line method. So here, complete cone is not taken. The development of complete cone is a sector of a circle that is known to you. That's why here I will take a part of the cone as shown here. I am starting with the top view. So here the cone base diameter is 50 mm. That's why I am taking radius is 25. Now divide this into 8 equal parts. I am starting with this point A, B, C, D, so on up to H. I am marking here in the top view. Now project the front view. In the front view you can see the axis length, that is height, that is nothing but 60. Now project the remaining points from the base. Here I will get A dash, this is B dash, H dash, C dash, D dash, D dash, F dash and E dash. Now join these two extreme generators to get the front view. Okay. The generator length is 65 mm. Now if you observe the generator O dash A dash, so this O dash A dash, if you observe in the top view, this is parallel to XY. So when it is parallel to XY, when the top view is parallel to XY, then automatically you will get the true length in the front view. Okay, that is one important observation here. Now this particular cone is cut by a section, something like this, with 30 degrees angle here. So along this section, you mark the intersection points or cutting points. Here on A dash, I will get the first intersection point or cutting point, that is 1 dash. So here this line is representing two slant generators. So visible one is B dash, that's why first I am marking the visible one. When I am moving in the reverse direction, I will mark the invisible one, that is on the H dash. Okay. Next here another visible one will be on C, OC. OC is visible, OG is invisible. That's why visible I am marking, that is 3 dash. Next here also you will get one visible and another invisible. Visible one is 4 dash. This line is representing only one generator, that is O dash E dash. That's why you will get only one cutting point. Next move in the opposite direction and give the naming for invisible. So here you will get 6 dash, here you will get 7 dash, here you will get 8 dash. Okay. So these are with respect to a cutting plane which is making 30 degrees angle and passing through this extreme corner. Next, it is cut by another cutting plane somewhere here at a distance of 20 mm from the apex. Now this cutting plane is parallel to base. And how many cutting points you will get here? Here also you will get 8 points. Here 1 dash, this is 2 dash, here 3 dash, this is 4 dash, this is 5 dash. If you are moving in the opposite direction, you will get 6 dash, 7 dash, 8 dash. So don't get confusion with the numbers. These numbers are same, but these are with respect to two different cutting planes. Why I am explaining this problem is, so in this problem I will explain how to trace the points when the cutting plane is like this and like this. So it is like two problems. Okay. Now the next step is going for the development. Okay. Now take this true length of the generator, that is 65, and draw a vertical line. This point you call as O, this is A, that means this end. Now take OA center, OA as radius, draw an arc. This arc length is equal to this circumference of the circle. So that's why again you can use the relation, that is theta equal to 360 into small r by capital R. You can use that relation. Okay, using that relation you find the angle theta. That angle theta is 138 degrees. So that's why here you mark, from here you mark 138 degrees, join this to this end. This will be the other end. Okay. This is again A only. Next, you have to divide this into 8 parts. This is divided into 8 parts. That's why this arc also you have to divide this into 8 parts. How to divide this into 8 parts? First divide it into 2 parts like this. Next you divide this into 2 parts. Next you divide this particular part into 2 parts. Next you divide this small segment into 2 parts. Then this segment into 2 parts, this into 2, this into 2. So if you divide in this way, you won't get the error. Instead of that, if you start marking 8 divisions like this, if you reach to the last division, definitely you will get some error. Okay. Next, how to transfer all these points onto the development. You have to transfer these 8 points onto the development. These 8 points are also onto the development. So first I transfer these 8 points onto the development. Always you have to consider 2 lengths only on the development. So this 1 point is on this particular corner A. OA is representing 2 lengths. That's why it's not a problem. Directly you can mark 1 point here. But coming to 2 and 8 points, these 2 points are on B and H, which are not representing this. B generator and H generator are not representing 2 lengths. That's why you have to transfer these 2 points onto the generator which is representing 2 length. So the generator which is representing 2 length is this O dash A dash. That's why transfer these points to this O dash A dash generator. Then take this distance with the help of compass. Here to here, this distance you take with the help of compass. And mark the distance. Here you give the naming A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. These names, this is B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and this is again A. Assume that these names are there. So this is point B. From B you mark the distance. Okay, then this will become point 2. Okay, then the same distance again you are having at H. This is the H point. Okay, so assume the names. I forgot to keep the names here. Please assume the names. So this is H point. Okay, here to here you take the same distance and locate point A. Okay. Now no need to mark these dimensions. This is only for your understanding purpose. Okay, no need. Erase them. No need to mark. Just to do this work with compass only. Okay. Next, you have to transfer 3 and 7 points. Now again you have to transfer these 3 and 7 points onto the generator representing 2 length. Like this, you have to shift these points to this generator. Then take this distance and mark the distance from here. Okay, this is C and this is G. Okay, from here you mark the distance 15.64. This point will become 3. Same distance is again here. That's why with the compass, without changing the distance, again you mark that there. Here, that will become 7. Okay. These are for your reference only. I am erasing again. Now 4, 6 points. No need to transfer up to here. This OE is also representing the 2 length. That's why shift these 4, 6 points to OE generator. OE generator. Now take this distance, 22.81 distance, and mark the distance here. This is 22.8. This will become 4. Here also you can mark the same distance. That will become 6. Okay. Now we can erase this. This one you have to do with compass only. Don't do that with scale. Now take the distance of this 5 dash. So this 5 dash generator, 5 dash point is anyway on the 2 length. The generator showing 2 length. So that's why no need to shift directly. You can take this point 5 dash, this distance, mark the distance here. This is 5. Okay. Now erase it. Now join all these points with a smooth curve. Join the points with a smooth curve like this. Now this bottom section, this particular part is transferred. What about this? So here 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, all the points if you transfer onto the generator represent 2 length, that is O dash A dash or O dash E dash. This length remains same, that is 21.67. If you shift this to here, you will get same length. If you shift this to here, you will get same length. On the other side also, if you shift, you will get the same length. So that's why it is very easy to transfer this section here. If you take 21.67 distance from O, put the first point and O as center, up to this O1 as radius, draw an arc like this. After drawing this arc, mark these points. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and last one is again 1. It is very simple to transfer this section. This kind of section is transferred. Okay. Now the required portion in between these two sections, whatever portion we are having, that is the required portion. That portion you highlight like this in the development. That's all. The problem is over.